Well, hello everyone, welcome to TAWS 149. We're about 4.5 years, nearly 4.75 years since the original TAWS. And this is the original time slot TAWS, so long pedigree of these tournaments. And it'll be interesting to see who wins today. So I hope everyone is excited to see. Hello Tio, welcome. Different reactions from our stream match participants. One going, "Oh nice," and the other going, "Oh no." You will see who these players are in a second. Just getting the thing up so you can see their stats. There you go. Hi Riley, welcome. And there's the prediction. Let's see if they're ready for a warm-up. Both low S+ ranks. Pretty similar in stats, both 1.6 PPS. Yoshito a bit higher in APM, but around for higher in ranks. This will be very close, I think. Oh, Orify, you used to controller. I find I can play pretty similarly on both, but yeah, I guess if you're not used to keyboard, then that will affect your performance. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I guess now's as good a time as any to learn. We're pretty low stakes tournaments. Orify looking in better position at the moment. Right near the bottom of their board. Meanwhile, okay, Yoshito not going for a spin there, trying to focus on the down stacking, probably a good idea. Able to use the eyepiece to good effect there. Getting a quad now. Would need another eyepiece on the right. Yes, it's going to do that to get the T-spin. And now it's Yoshito who's at the bottom of the board, although Orify is sending them pretty quickly back up, and Yoshito has a ton of cheese to deal with. Sending another T-spin, building another T-spin. But yeah, really needs to go down. It's trying to do so, but there's just so much cheese to get through. Having to play cheese race. Doing pretty well, to be honest, but Orify going to send more pressure off, putting Yoshito on the clock. Very thorough warm-up. And yeah, it looks like Yoshito's going to run out of time to deal with that cheese, and so Orify wins the warm-up. It's going to be first to 5, because we are SS capped, so we use the same first 2 count as Tetra League. Just waiting for both players to confirm they are ready for the match. Okay, they're ready. Oh yeah, Yoshito is Riley in chat. One fourth commentator. Hopefully we'll have them on later. Or if I get stopped out by Yoshito there. Pretty quickly. Much quicker than how long the warm-up took. Oh, misdrops the S piece. That's going to slow down Yoshito's opener. Yoshito has quite a lot of mess to deal with. Clearly the opener's not very clean when misdropped. Okay. Unlocks the wells, and Orify is sent a lot cleaner to Yoshito, but Orify has more spins, going to build Surge, send Surge, but Yoshito is just about ready in time, needs to get the side piece down, that blocks quite a lot, but then Orify sends even more pressure, and is going to equalize. Okay. I'm afraid I don't know my openers very well because I do not use them. Looks like we're still in opener phase for Orify. Yoshito is down on the board. Sort of a mid-game TKI here. Yoshito has good down stacking options, so despite being relatively high, it's not really in trouble. Orify, again, continuing to send lots of pressure across and not giving Yoshito much time to get down. So, although again, it doesn't look terrible for Yoshito, they need to work pretty quickly because Orify is going to send another T-spin. Just Orify playing pretty efficiently, constantly keeping the pressure on Yoshito. Yoshito taking slightly too long to get these down stacks done, and so is ending up pretty high again. Orify has a lot of shields to deal with. Whilst again, Yoshito's garbage is cleaner, nice and easy to deal with, but needs to get it down sooner rather than later, and is doing so. Yoshito needs to put Orify on the clock whilst Orify is dealing with all this cheese. Orify only really has 2 lines of cheese to go, so Yoshito has not really managed to pressure them out in time. But Orify is 1 piece away from getting the eyepiece down, and so Yoshito does take that round. Oh, and again, or if I'm not quite able to unlock the well to get the eyepiece down. So, I mean, in both the last two matches, I think Yoshito's looked pretty shaky, but has managed to close out the game in the end. So I'll have to see if Yoshito could do that again. Gets the all clear. Or if I gets the color clear, but of course it's too late to do anything. Yoshito has got clean. And Orify again, very good at sending pressure even when high on the board. And not looking in too dangerous position. Yoshito's got to clear down a bit to get to this quad well. And is not going to get a T-spin in the meantime, while Orify's going to get a T-spin right at the top of the board. Orify does really need to get down now, though. I don't know about that eye placement. I would have put the eye in the middle well, and then I think used the L on the right. I think that would have cleared it down better, but anyway, Orify does get topped out there, just leaving it a bit too late to hashtag go down. And so again, Yoshito is being rewarded for focusing a little bit more on the down stacking, although this time not able to get down. Orify able to top Yoshito out with the pressure following the opener. But Orify needs to win 3 in a row to stay in winner's bracket. And Yoshito has the all clear, so Orify is the one who needs to do the early game down stacking. And is not able to do so in time, and so Yoshito, also known as Riley, takes the win. Congratulations. 5-2. Riley has a lot of names. I'm a lazy dude as well, the Discord name. Orify PPT is their Discord name, so I assume you're a PPT main. PPT is my first game, so good to see. Thank you for joining TAWS. PPT is good for teaching down stacking, actually. But I think it's also quite good for teaching efficiency, so... And Orify clearly a little bit better at efficiency there, but Yoshito winning in the end. Actually, in the stats though, Yoshito was both slightly faster and more efficient than Orify, so getting the better of Orify that time. But we did see Orify managing to get a lot of T-spins whilst under pressure. So I think I'm not inaccurate in saying that seems to be Orify's playstyle. I am again having to multitask a little bit, although I do have Xavier helping of Chase to the Top fame helping in the background. So thank you, Xavier. Do appreciate it. Yoshito, what's your neck? I thought you are Yoshito, Riley. I apologize. There may be... Yeah, you are Yoshito. Oh, what? Well, that's not confusing at all. Right, I see. I see. Yeah, and Yoshito is your next game. Yes, okay. I understand now. Thank you. That's not confusing at all. Yeah, PPT is good for teaching efficiency. I was playing in a PPT tournament. I was playing a PPT LAN tournament. When was it? It was just last weekend. I was playing in a LAN tournament. and I lost to Mr. Man, who is also a Tour staffer, and a Tetrio main, but better than me. So I came third in the end because I swept someone on winner's side and then lost by quite a lot to them in losers finals, which sucked. But it was very exciting. Although the scorelines didn't necessarily reflect it, they felt like very close games. I was losing to the two people I beat on winner's side when we were practicing. So the format was like fighting games. It was first to two, best of three, first to two until top four, and then it was best of five, first to two. So they were very short games and very swingy. Yeah, it was intense. I guess also because it's a locals, it's a bit skill capped because it's whoever can get to the locals. So yeah, it was pretty close. It definitely felt winnable, which is nice because usually I'm completely outclassed by everyone, so it doesn't feel very winnable. Yeah, it was a good tournament. Do you stand PPT? A bit. Although I should temper that by going, you know, Tetrio's cool. Support Tetrio, support Osk in the fight against Big TTC. But also PPT's cool. And it's good for learning, especially with the adventure mode, I think. I guess the equivalent of Tetrio is like playing in quick play. It's nothing like an adventure mode, but it's good for casual play. Yeah, I agree, Orenfai. I enjoy... Although I find classic Tetris and TGM Gravity Tetris quite difficult, but really all forms of modern Tetris I enjoy. So yeah, I like PPT, TEC, Tetrio, Tetra Esports, just any form of modern Tetris I will happily play. I think do we have our next match yet? Okay, we do indeed. I should get the details up for that. CV and Ankori. Oh, we've got Ankoi in here. And I need to remember ZV's Tetrio name. Oh, it's just CV, okay. From France! Let's pay. I don't know if CV's watching. Any chance you could come to our UK land 3 weeks? I don't know if you can sort out visa and everything in time. Would be cool to see you there. But no worries if not. It's good to see you in this tournament. Don't have pronouns for CV. Okay, I do. Alcoy. Yeah. Alright. Bit of a rank difference here, half a rank's difference. But ZV is actually slightly faster than Ankoi. Ankoi is, I guess, fairly significantly more efficient. Ankoi from Switzerland. Same as Unnamed, who will be favourite to win the Tetrio bracket at Stride. Alright. Good night, Soup. CHY. Yeah, it's bedtime for you. Fair enough. Okay, they do want warm up. TKI from ZV, and a miss dropped over of some sort from Ankoi. Needs to unlock the well. Is delaying doing so. Does so now. Does mean Ankoi's pushed a little bit up, and ZV's prophesied T-spin doubles, although doesn't actually manage to set that up. He's coming under very pressure for Ankoi. Ankoi has quite a lot of cheese to deal with, though. ZV, yeah, able to get down in time, gets a T-spin on the way. Keeping Ankoi under pressure as Ankoi tries to downstack cheese. ZV has some cheese coming up. Able to send a pretty big spike before the cheese, but not enough to top out Ankoi. Ankoi not really in trouble, actually. Gets the quad well. ZV having to go down again, and is doing so. Ankoi with the mid-game DT cannon. Miss drops it, I think. That's going to be a bit of a problem. Okay, going down now. CV, spin double. Oh, and just doesn't stack quite cleanly enough, not able to go down at the end there. But yeah, long warm-up. ZV's level 2,500 as well. Played a lot of this game, clearly. And they're level 2,000, so also played quite a lot. Xavier, that's not Andy, no. Tetrio Pianoforte is Piano Guy. Or soup_CHY on Tetrio. Level 3,000 or so, I think. Played a lot of the game. SS rank, I think. Very fast player. Okay, ZV, no garbage on board. Ankoi, not really in huge amount of trouble, able to send some pressure, and is going to be able to use this clean. ZV downstacking. And at the bottom of the board again, Ankoi in trouble, or not be able to place a piece that doesn't top them out there, unfortunately. Oh, and sorry, I did the pronouns wrong on the versus screen. They are both he, him, not he, any. Apologies, Ankoi. Pretty quick win for ZV there, getting a lead of 2-0. Oh, LST from Ankoi. Gets to Surge. Able to get a Z-spin there to continue Surge. I think... No, still able to do LST, okay. And wow, that is going to be a lot of pressure. 110 APM, 2.5 PPS. ZV is not able to deal with that. Yeah, LST very strong if you can get into that stride. Both basically neutral. ZV's garbage is a little bit cleaner. Setting up the T-spin, sends it. Ankhoy is basically at the bottom of his board. The 21 spike from ZV out of nowhere. Gonna build a double daggered fractal. So trying to send some more pressure, but quite high on his board now. But that is going to be game for ZV. Playing dangerously near the top pays off for him. Let's see. ZV got quite a lot of clean to use. ZV getting a 12 spike, which sounds like not very much, but pushes Ankhoy pretty high up. Ankhoy has some clean to use. Does unlock it, and it's going to push ZV very hard, but now ZV has all the clean, so just needs to drop those pieces in time before they get topped out, and yes, does so, topping out Ankhoy. Sort of big damage flying from side to side there, and ZV is the winner of that exchange. Double from ZV. Oh, it ends up being a triple single, I think. Ankhoy looking pretty good as well, though. ZV's board looking a little bit messy. Has Surge, which he might need to use defensively. Yeah, able to get an L-spin there, though, to continue the Surge. Getting up to times 7. Maybe looking for times 8, but ends up breaking, which is good. Takes the pressure off ZV a bit. Given how high on the board he is. Has some clean now, gets right down. Completely turns the tables. Even aside from having the surge advantage, was looking in not a great position. But yeah, breaks that surge, goes down, and wins the match. Well played to ZV. 5-1. Unfortunately, that means Ankhoy is out of the tournament, ZV getting the upset. And Tio getting the upset against ZV in winner's side, so we have seeds 10 and 9, both in top 8. Oh, because Riley got the upset against Orenfire, which we saw earlier. So wow, two matches, 2 upsets for the ones we've seen on stream. And the rest is top 8, so we are going to be watching all of the other matches, and I do need to get that set up, which is going to take me a moment. In the meantime, I will put on some adverts, just because it's going to take me a moment to sort out all this top 8 stuff. Please hang around. The adverts help us pay for the Tetrio supportive prizes that we give out. And it also means that it disables pre-roll adverts so that people can come into the stream without having to watch ads first. So, yeah, do you hang about? We will be up with top 8 very shortly. Alright. See if players are ready for a warm-up. Okay, we are going to have a warm-up. Yeah, Wi-Fi's right. You can play it with one Joy-Con, but I'm not sure it's unplayable. It's certainly not pleasant. You could probably get used to it. I mean, I wonder if your hands would cramp. It's a very tiny controller. The match. The menu, yeah, it should be bindable. You should be able to bind, in the settings, you should be able to bind menu navigation to the relevant controls. So it should be fine. Val's going to take the first one there, voting for Surge, not needing to send it. Wells in a bit of a difficult position again. Needs to go down quickly. Okay, is able to get T-spin. Has a lot of clean to make use of, which hopefully Artie's going to be ready for. But, okay, it does unlock the well, and able to get another quad. Wells sending it back. I think I'm tempted to say Wells, like German, but I don't think that's correct. It's just Wells. Okay, Wells taking game 2. And misdropping the Z piece. That was going to be a T-spin setup. Able to build a T-spin there though, just going for the single. Wells, due to misdropping the opener, is going to have garbage on their board, and it's not quite as clean as it was last game. Still able to get a quad, and wow, able to find a nice 19 spike down stack. Sends Archie quite high up with lots of clean, but Artie's not going to have time to get down to that clean. That is going to be a third game to Wells. But can Artie stop this runaway lead? Triple double from Wells. Misdropping the eyepiece. No, can't spin the T-piece in. So, Wells again misdropping opener, but can they make use of the garbage better than Artie again? I mean, Artie might not give them time to survive this time. They're on a 5 back-to-back. I wonder if Wells would just die if they send it now. Getting up to back-to-back times 8. Wells, I think, building another T-spin setup and not able to use it. And able to go down. I guess the risk is if RT sends the surge as they do now, it doesn't necessarily have follow-up, but it is still enough to kill. RT taking his first game this match. Okay, Wells not misdropping opener this time. We get triple double. Pretty late, which is a good thing, I think. Now, I wonder if Wells could spin the LN, but I guess either way, they're going to have to break Surge here. They couldn't see a way of all spinning to continue Surge. So looking pretty neutral. Wells with this J. Okay, able to spin the J-ins. It's fine. And had what sort of looked like a T-spin setup, but wasn't. Artie's managed to get to the bottom whilst Wells is still stuck near the top. Needs to get down fast. Artie has... Yeah, it's going to be T-spin double quad. It's going to be a lot of pressure. And yeah, Wells is not going to be able to get down in time. I think needed to have the eyepiece ready for with the quad to cancel some of the incoming garbage, but doesn't have that, so is going to concede a point. Triple double for Wells. And that is going to be enough pressure from the opener to take out Artie without even going to mid-game. And Wells is on match point. This is, of course, winner's side, so whoever loses does have another chance in the loser's side of top 6, it will be. Wells looking pretty good here, actually. Yeah, can maintain this back-to-back, and then sends the surge as well, and that's just so much pressure that it is going to be game for match for Wells. Well done to Wells. This is how top 8 looks now. We're going to have Yosito versus Mr. Man next, also known as Creepy Bacon. Not Creepy Bacon, Crispy Bacon. Goodness me. I can confirm Mr. Man is not at all creepy. Lovely person. And found his mojo in PPT in time to beat me in the tournament we played last weekend. I'm not going to let myself live that down. I was hoping I'd win that tournament, and I got absolutely crushed by Mr. Man, so I did not. Just waiting for my versus screen stuff to load. Okay, it's a little bit slow. Oh, Low Daddy wants more ads. Okay, we won't do it right now. I'll try and find a natural break to put it in. Oh, yes, it is also in the United Kingdom. So We got a Brit off. Alright, here we go. Triple double from Yosito. Crispy bacon. Also not in a terrible position. Going down. Yosito with a backpack times 8. Crispy sends his surge. Yosito is in trouble. Surviving the biggest surge. Because he's covered as well. Just not able to get down as quickly. It's not looking good for Yosito. And Crispy Bacon does indeed take the warm-up. As you can see, Yosito has like half a rank advantage over Crispy Bacon here. Yosito says in chat, who let me down stack? Not yourself, apparently. Yosito wants a brief break. So I will run those requested adverts, actually. I'll just run them short. 1 minute one. I just realised my mic's been off all this time. I'm so sorry. I was saying quite a lot. Let me try and summarise what I was saying. Crispy Bacon going for much more downstack heavy play. I don't actually recall from before how Crispy Bacon usually plays, but probably a good idea given that Crispy Bacon is half a rank lower than Yosito. So if Crispy Bacon were to just try and beat Yosito with sort of quote-unquote normal spike-heavy gameplay, maybe he would lose. But yeah, going for this more downstack-heavy gameplay and using the pressure that Yosito sends him, using that garbage and sending it back, generally quite a good idea for a lower-ranked player to do that. Especially as a player who's speed-gapped. Yeah, it does seem to be working for Crispy Bacon so far. Sometimes he could have, to summarise what I was saying while I was muted, sometimes Crispy Bacon, it looked like, opted to downstack rather than go for more offensive play, which could have topped Yosito out quicker, but actually it paid off in the end. So, yeah, Crispy Bacon's more slow, considered play seems to have worked out for him so far. In this match, you can see he was like one piece away from dying earlier, but just about had the pieces to survive. And again, going for pretty slow, considered play. Yosito going for more surge-heavy play, but has 4 lines of cheese to get through, 3 lines of cheese. It's going to need to get through that. Crispy Bacon with a weird washing machine there. It's a long washing machine. Floating S-piece. And again, Crispy Bacon focusing on downstacking. Now a whole PPS gap here, but only 10 APM difference. And of course, pretty much neutral in terms of board state. Crispy Bacon now has a bit of cheese, but we've seen Crispy Bacon survive in these situations before. Although it must be scary seeing this surge build up from Yosito, but Crispy Bacon has a lot of clean to use. Needs to get it down pretty quickly. Oh, and it's not looking clean in terms of Crispy Bacon. So that okay, so Crispy Bacon not able to downstack it cleanly enough this time. Whoa, that's harsh from Rightly, saying UC does not allow us to play that game. I think... Do you know them personally? I think UC is playing very well. Like I say, very surge-heavy play, and Crispy Bacon is just using that strength against him. But it is equalised now. Crispy Bacon, like I say, making a bit of a mistake downstacking that last game. And he is relying on downstacking correctly to win, so that was a fatal error. Again in some trouble. Gets the J piece over, but the time it takes to get the J piece over is too long. Yosito punishes. Crispy Bacon, again delaying the T-piece overhang. I'm going to do it now. Yosito has Surge. 7 Surge so far. Breaks Surge, but Crispy Bacon is ready for it, and so it doesn't really affect him. Goes the J-spin and gets Surge himself. Wow, and doing more all-spins. I did see when Crispy Bacon was playing PPT against me, he did use all-spins quite a lot, despite all-spins not doing anything in PPT other than helping you keep your board clean. But here, able to use it, gets to back-to-back times 8, breaks it, but Yosito is okay. Not really in any trouble. Yeah, quad. and gets topped out, and that is Crispy Bacon equalising. We now got first to 2. Yosito covering his opener. So not able to pull that off. Meanwhile, Crispy Bacon gets surged. So a bit of the inverse to what the play that we've normally seen. Similar to last match, Crispy Bacon having the surge advantage. Sends it. Yosito very high up, and it's incredibly cheesy. It's basically 8 lines of cheese, although the later ones are doubles. Okay, Yosito down to the double lines. Now has 2 singles to clear in the garbage. Crispy Bacon has not managed to send pressure in the meantime, but does get surge. Sends it, but Yosito has managed to downstack all of his cheese and is ready. And now Crispy Bacon's in trouble. Needs to go down fast. Okay, has a downstack. Yosito sending more pressure. And even more pressure, which means Crispy Bacon definitely does not have the time to go down. And Yosito is now 1 point away from winning this match and sending Crispy Bacon down to losers. Okay, Bacon sends surge. Yosito, just about has a downstack. Like again, sort of seeming to be the inverse of what we were seeing earlier in this match. But now Yosito has surge, and Crispy Bacon needs to downstack and ideally have garbage ready to counter a surge. Okay, Yosito sends the surge, and Crispy Bacon is essentially ready for that. Cancels a fair bit, I think. Has quite a lot of cheese to deal with now, though, while Yosito has clean and is going to send more pressure over to Crispy Bacon. Crispy Bacon's running out of time, and is out of time. Yosito wins the match. Well played to Yosito. 5-3. And unfortunately sends Mr. Man down to loser's side, despite a very good fight from Mr. Man, given he's half a rank at half a rank's disadvantage. Okay, so... Oh, I should update the page. This is what the update looks like now. And we've got Tio versus Lunam up next. Oop, I have not updated those stats yet. I am just going to fix that quickly now. There you go. I'm taking an oh yes from Lunam as a yes to a warm-up. see TO mid S rank, Lunam S plus, high S plus. So again, quite a big rank difference. Not just half rank this time, it's 1.5 ranks difference. Tia not going for the perfect clear there. I'm pretty sure he had it. Bit surprising. And like, I don't think sending the clean across was a concern. I think he would have topped out Lunam, but oh well. Alright, and that's going to be a win for Lunam. Ooh, Tio with a pretty good downstack there. Sends Lunam up. Lunam needs to downstack. Oh, has a T-spin double quad with a bit of follow-up for a 14 spike. Sends Tio up. And Lunam now looking pretty good. Tio not looking so hot. Again, has a T-spin double, well, quad T-spin double setup. As usual, being able to send a T-spin double followed by a quad, or the other way around, or two quads. Often pretty good for sending a good little spike to your opponent to swing the game into your favour. Luna sends some pressure back though, and so is going to take that game. Tio on the way down has a massive surge disadvantage though. Lunam breaks, has a little bit follow-up for 11 spike. But Tio's okay, and Lunam is in trouble, but has the quad ready to go. And gets the other quad wire unlocked, and now Tio's in trouble. Also has a quad ready to go. Lunam covers his T-spin a bit, and that's going to be game for Tio. It really could have gone either way there. Both players in danger towards the end of that. Both had strong attacks to send, but yeah, Tio getting the better of Lunam on this occasion. All clear for Lunam. And Tio taking another game, quite quick game that time. Okay, Tio have a little downstack, but it's not going to send much. T-spin double quad, though, is going to send a bit more, but Lunam, right at the bottom of the board, not phased by that at all. Tio is going to get another quad over. 3-1 to Tio. Tio pulling 2 ahead. It's been looking pretty even so far, but of course the scoreline looks less even now. And Tio with another 2-spin quad, and another quad ready to go. Lunam at the bottom of his board. So it's 2-spin quad, 13 spike, but Tio has a lot of clean to make use of. Lunam still has a fair bit clean as well, so again, both pretty high up, both a lot of pressure available. Feels like it go away. Oh, I think putting the eyepiece down saved Tio there. Still had the quad well available, sends the eyepiece down as well, and relatively neutral Lunam needs to do a little bit. Okay, gets the quad well available and has the T-spin as well. Skins it down, but builds the T-spin well again. That's very clever play from Lunam. And give them the win. So able to skim, but keep the T-spin potential there. That's very good. A very good T-spin vision from Lunam. T over 22 spike. Lunam has so much cheese, and it seems like Tio's not going to be able to top out Lunam in time, so Lunam's going to be able to use all this team, all this clean, sorry, double quad into a T-spin single. It sends Lunam pretty high up. Tio sends back, but Lunam's still looking so clean with this garbage. And so is going to keep Tio under a lot of pressure. And that is another game to Lunam. Tying it up, I really don't know which way this game's going to go. Both playing pretty similarly. Lunam with all clear. Okay, Tio gets the well unlocked in time. Lunam not able to send pressure in time. Lunam breaks Surge as well, so doesn't have that anymore. Tio getting the quad well unlocked. Needs an eyepiece. Where's the eyepiece? Okay, has to skim instead. Stays alive. Okay, Lunam, interesting decision there, but still able to fill up his board cleanly. Tio at the bottom of his board. Lunam wasn't looking in huge amount of trouble, but covering well with the T-piece there doesn't seem terribly sensible. And Tio sending a 17 spike, putting Lunam on the clock, and is going to take the win there. Tio nice and low, builds up a T-spin double, sends a quad. So now I'm going to be able to tie this up. Putting Tio really high, but Tio just about clears down in time. Tio needs to get this down now, though, and skimming is not going to be enough given the pressure of Lunam setting in. This is going to be the first TAWS breaker of this stream. Hello, Ekazarel. Welcome, welcome. Imperial Cross from Lunam? Don't think I've seen one of those yet, but doesn't build it correctly. Lunam building a T-spin at the bottom though. Tio's trying to find a way down. Does have it. So it has a T-spin. Oh wow, that was an attack out of nowhere from for Lunam. Tio looked like they had a way out, but suddenly gets topped out. Yeah, win for Lunam. Tio is out of the tournament. Surprisingly close given the rank difference. Yeah, big rank difference, rank and a half, but Lunam takes the win in a TAWS breaker. Gonna have Riley versus ZV next. I think Riley's Yoshito, right? Yeah. That was awkward. I typed in Yoshito wrong. TKI from CP. And what was looking like a double dagger from ZV, but ends up skimming it down with a T-spin single. Yoshito going for J-spin. Both looking quite unsure as to what they're doing. ZV, okay, with T-spin double, then a quad. That's going to send a lot of pressure to Yoshito. Needs to go down fast. And gets topped out, and that is game. Yoshito not quite going down inside there. It was looking a bit similar to the warm-up, or the end of the warm-up, but Yoshito does manage to find the downstack this time, and it had quite a bit of pressure as well, and so Yoshito takes the first game of the actual match. All cleared from Yoshito. It's going to be another game for Yoshito. But we know that ZV is certainly capable of winning against Yoshito's. Or misdropped like key piece is not going to help. ZV is going to need to downstack that. Is doing so, doesn't bother going for the overhang, just going to get rid of all the garbage. Yoshito has T-spin ready to go. Is going to have to get some cheese down afterwards. But doesn't need to. The T-spin is enough to send out ZV, who has not managed to go down. And Yoshito is now 3-0 ahead despite having lost the warm-up. ZV sends the early pressure. Yoshito waits, cancels, and sends 4 lines of garbage over to ZV, which is clean, so it's probably going to help ZV. ZV building up Surge. Yoshito also has back-to-back and now has Surge as well. A disadvantage of 2. 3 breaks first. ZV breaks afterwards, has the bigger Surge, and Yoshito's not going to be able to recover in time, so that is a first game for ZV in this match. Yoshito triple-double. Sends ZV pretty high up, but it is, of course, clean for ZV. And ZV is going to be able to make pretty good use of that, sending it back towards Yoshito. Yoshito gets topped out. That's going to be another game for ZV. ZV making a comeback. TKI from ZV, or as the streamer who introduced this opener to me, the pizza top opener. Going for the S's pizza top. I guess it's a lettuce top. Green top. I don't know what the pizza base is made out of, given it's teal. It's made out of sky. Yoshito with a very awkward stack there. Had a bit of a pillar in the middle. So it was relatively clean, but quite easy to get topped out. And so that is an equalizer for ZV. It's now first to 2. Of course, this loses side, so whoever loses this is out of the tournament. ZV in... I felt like they were in trouble, I think struggling to get these pieces down, but... Oh no, the Elmis drop. And there is a way to do spins, but they're so high up they need to go down, and Yoshito punishes. Takes the win there. ZV with sort of a TKI, maybe a misdrop TKI, still gets the T-spin off. Oh, going into LST. Backs out of it. Sensibly realizes that he needs to go down. Oh, 13 spike going after Yoshito. Yoshito needs to block some of this. Does manage to do so. See if he doesn't have immediate pressure. Taking a bit of time to build up the, I think, floating T-spin there. But Yoshito's not going down fast enough. Okay, unlocks the quad well just in time. Survives for a little bit longer. ZV has the TSD and another one though. ZV has enough pressure to punish Yoshito taking his time going down, and that is going to be TAWS Breaker. Hello, Call Me Star. Welcome to TAWS. Call Me Star, my goat. ZV takes the win! Oh, that is rough for Yoshito. 3-0 up at the start. ZV makes the comeback. Wins 5-4. That does mean that Yoshito is now free to join me on comms, so I expect to see him shortly. But yeah, he's out of the tournament. Getting joint 7th with Tio. Oh, wow, two TAWS breakers for the two losers top 8 matches. Close games. Oh, I meant to say ZV1, but fortunately no one had bet points, so that is not a problem. Because you can't undo it if you do it incorrectly, but yeah, no bet points, not an issue. Or T-Bucks, as I should say, they are a currency here. Okay, so this is tough now. I'm gonna get into commentary. Oh, I mistyped Yoshito versus Mr. Mel. Oh no, there's that was Yoshito versus Riley, my bad. Sorry, I was just reading chat because I am running this tournament as well as streaming it. Although, like I say, Xavier's doing a lot of the staffing work, which I really appreciate. Okay. So our next match is going to be Crispy Bacon versus Lunam. Just getting that set up now. Crispy Bacon high up, but doesn't look like they're in a terrible position, and surely enough he isn't. Lunam needs to find a down stack. Okay, how's the down stack? Lunam's got more garbage to deal with. But again, not really in a terrible position, especially because Crispy Bacon has a more down stacking playstyle, so he's not going to send pressure over immediately to punish, most likely. It means the shoe is on Crispy Bacon's foot to keep doing those down stacks, and is not able to do quickly enough to win this one up. And here we go with the match. Oh, okay, so Riley's not going to be joining us on commentary in the end. My apologies for the false advertising. You are stuck with me probably for the rest of the tournament. Although Crispy Bacon is going to join me if he gets knocked out. Luna's sending a lot of pressure over to Crispy Bacon, but Crispy Bacon, yeah, is going to be able to downstack this fine. Absolutely fine, no problems here. Still has downstacking potential. It's going to be a game 1 for Lunam. Guess, yeah, Bacon not able to survive forever. Really is testing Bacon's downstacking potential, these matches. Okay, Bacon building Surge at the moment. Is going to have to build another spin on top here, though. Again, it's going to break. Bit messy for Bacon. Needs to sort this stack out. And Lunam is not going to give him the time to do so. Takes a 2-point lead. Bacon with the TKI. I think Lunam having the mirror of that TKI. Both continuing. Crispy Bacon unfortunately breaking before Surge. But Lunam has to break as well. Both very similar, except Lunam's the one who's pushed up a lot more, but has the garbage is clean, so it's not really a huge problem for Lunam. Indeed goes for the quad T-spin double, which is always a strong attack to send, but Crispy Bacon also has a T-spin double quad ready. Lunam blocking a little bit of that. And has a down stack ready to go as well. Crispy Bacon has a little bit of cheese to deal with, but it's not going to take him long to deal with it. So it's looking pretty neutral. Lunam's pushed pretty high up, and also, just as I said, that misdrops the J piece, which he's going to have to fix pretty quickly. Crispy Bacon has an attack to send. Lunam covers his well on the right. Okay, just about gets down in time. But Noah's in trouble again. Crispy Bacon didn't have loads of pressure, but the T-spin single might be enough to finish Lunam off. Lunam desperately trying to stay alive. But Chris Bacon sending off more pressure means that Bacon is going to take that game. All clear from Bacon. Getting to 6. Liam's getting to 6 surge, 7 surge. Bacon has clean to make use of, which is useful, especially useful defending against a surge break, but doesn't have that when the break happens. Pushed up pretty high as a result. It's not impossible to recover, and Chris Bacon just about gets to the quad well in time. And Luna's right at the top of the board despite being the one who sent the big surge. And Bacon equalizes. Again, Bacon's defensive play paying off. And again, both with TKI mirrored. Lunam getting a decent spike there, which was enough to take out Bacon. TKI again from Bacon. Oh, the T-spin quads sending Lunam really high, but it is completely clean garbage. But Bacon has more pressure to send, and Lunam is not going to get the time to use the clean. That is very nice from Bacon. I think it feels like Bacon doesn't often do that, but on this occasion was able to punish Lunam being so high on his board with some pressure. Because as you can see, usually Bacon plays really slowly like this. 1 PPS to Lunam's 2. But Bacon's okay. Gets to the quad well. Lunam breaks. Bacon. Has the quad well open. Doesn't have an eyepiece to send down though, and then misdrops as well. That is going to be lethal against Bacon. Bacon now needs to win 2 points to stay in this tournament. 2 points in a row. Lunam only needs to win 1. Ooh, looking clean from Bacon. Has T-spin quad ready to go. Sends it for an 18 spike. Another line clearing after that. And it's not all clean for Lunam. Oh, and a bit of extra pressure still going to send it. And it's going to be another TAWS breaker. All of these loser side matches have been TAWS breakers. These loser side top 8. Hi Clash, welcome, welcome. Another TAWS breaker, yeah. Okay, so Crispy Bacon looking pretty good here, to be honest. Has the quad ready to go. Lunam has Surge. Crispy Bacon should be able to defend, though. I think the Surge ends up cancelling some of the damage coming from Crispy Bacon's quad. So effectively, Crispy Bacon's quad did block some of the Surge. And then ends up winning. Wow, Crispy Bacon's defensive play winning on TAWS breaker. Well done to Crispy Bacon. Means that he is still in the tournament, so I'm not going to have a fair conversation for a bit longer. Very true, Clash. Well, we had none until the last 3 matches, which have all been TAWS breakers. But yeah, well done, Crispy Bacon. As I say, defensive play paying off. Crispy Bacon was, in fact, the highest seed. And we are going to have RT versus CV next. Just getting that set up. Yeah, no worries, Clash. I am perfectly happy solo commentating. Even though I don't think I'm that great a commentator and I always feel tired for some reason. But that is fine. Better than nothing. And I always appreciate commentator practice. Alright, ZV is here. Just waiting for both to confirm they're ready. It's got Arch Creep the rank advantage here. ZV. I assume this is it? Oh, maybe not be the sort of opener. Maybe there's a way of doing all spins there, but I do not know all spins, so I don't know what that would have been. If there was anything. It's going to be game for Arty Creep. See, we're not able to fix his board in time. Alright, here we go with the match. Hopefully ZV doesn't misdrop opener this time. Okay, it's Artie who misdrops opener this time. Okay. That is... Oh, and ZV as well, I think. What is this modern art from Artie Creep? Hello? Modern art, as Peter Capaldi says in the Doctor Who episode The Fires of Pompeii. If anyone gets that reference, you get a gold medal from me. Wow, okay, somehow ZV gets a 11 surge, sends it, and Artie Creep still hasn't completely fixed his board, so it's going to get topped out by that. Alright, Artie Creep looking pretty clean, so is ZV though. But ZV's the one who's building Surge with the LST. Bit of a misdrop here. Means he's going to have to break. ZV's quite high up. Okay, does manage to get the pieces to get the quads down though. And that's Artie's in trouble, but again, downstack's not too difficult. Probably be okay. ZV doesn't have immediate pressure to punish in any case. ZV, I think misdropping there, blocks as well up a bit. That's going to be an issue. Artie lets him get down though, but covers well again. Oh, it's tight, it's tight. Okay. Oh, ZV just about gets the quad down before dying. And it's now looking a bit safer. Artie doesn't immediately have pressure to send. He gets a little T-spin single. ZV has a T-spin double though. And now, okay, ZV gets a bit of pressure to finish Artie creep off. Okay, Artie creep with a very clean 09 stack. And yeah, it's going to be able to use that to good effect, finishing off ZV. Sometimes the simple ways are best. I think both players are misdropping, covering their wells quite a lot. So just doing a clean 09 can be all it takes to win. Artie going for LST now. Send Surge. CV does not have a fantastic ball, but it's not going to have to deal with it because sends enough pressure to finish Artie off. Oh, I've not seen that bash before. Simply JPL. Together for good. Oh, it's like a charity campaign. That's cool. Do check out Simply JVL streams if you haven't already, by the way. They basically just stream and play quick play and are usually keen for people to join them on duos. So if you like playing duo, do check Simply JVL out. Okay, that's going to be a round for Artie. Quite neutral. ZV's at the bottom of his board. I think Artie's going to be able to find a down stack, and ZV's going to have to build up a bit to send more pressure. So Artie's okay for now. ZV with a very strange stack here, and I think Artie will try to punish, but doesn't have loads of pressure to send straight away. So it's looking quite dangerous for ZV, but yeah, not lethal. And now ZV's in the best position. Artie quite sensibly using the T-piece that way, prevents covering well. ZV getting a nice little down stack to get to the bottom of his board, but Artie not really put in any trouble by that. They're sending quite big attacks across to each other though, and ZV in some trouble, just about has a down stack in time. But then gets knocked out by the following attack from Artie. Both players in coverable positions, but both players punished by each other's pressure. And in the end, Artie came out on top. 3-all, first of 2. Well, Artie wins that one quite quickly. ZV not able to get down in time. ZV now has to win 2 in a row to stay in this tournament. Artie just needs to win the 1. Triple double for ZV and for Artie. But Artie sending his later, which I would say would be a good thing. ZV was right at the bottom of his board. Well, this is dangerous to ZV. ZV has to survive to stay in the tournament. Eyepiece goes down. Okay, uncovers the quad well. That's very good for ZV. And has a T-spin double into a quad. That is a big spike for Artie to deal with. Artie's not out yet, though. Uncovers the well. And now ZV's high again. So again, we're in the situation where both players are sending pretty big attacks across to each other. And ZV's out. We do not get a 4th tools breaker in a row. That is going to be 5-3 to Artie. Well played, Artie. It felt quite grindy for a lot of it, but actually those last few games where both were pretty high up, sending big attacks to each other, that was pretty exciting. And yeah, very hard to see which way it would go, but Artie comes out on top. Artie C2, ZV C7, but yeah, felt very close. What? No, yeah, Crispy, that was not a sweep. It was 3-all. Yeah, very close. Also, Crispy, has that always been your Twitch username, or have you changed it? I don't remember it being that. Oh, thanks. That's very kind. I have a big beard because I'm lazy and haven't shaved it recently. But it is nice. It means I can, like, stroke it in thought. Sort of Gandalfian. Well, not really. It's not that long yet. And it won't be. I will shave it eventually. As Garway says, we will fix lag eventually. I will shave my beard eventually. We are going to go to winner's side, I believe. I need to check that's what's on the schedule. Yes. It will be Yositio versus Koi. I know, I do like the beard. It's not even like groomed or anything, it just grows out pretty evenly, but like I say, I'm lazy, it's easy to just shave it, so it'll be gone at some point, but yeah, I kept it now. I nearly got around to shaving it, and then I got distracted. Lol. Let's go to the top 8 scene. You will not be able to stare at my beard anymore, I'm sorry. Oh, I deleted something by accident. That should say Artie Poop. There you go. Ah, Wells the Mills, that is Boy's Tetra username. Get the versus screen up shortly. we go. Mid SS versus low SS. Seed 1 versus Seed 3. Oh, Star, you want to join comms? I've got Mr. Man joining if he loses on loser's side, but you'd have at least... Oh, well then you could commentate Mr. Man. Yeah, you can join. Yeah, hop in. I'm actually already in commentary VC, so you just need to join the channel. I appreciate the offer. That's a funny soundboard. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, you want to duo with me? Oh, I could duo for a bit after this tournament. But yeah, let me... Okay, so we got this match ready to go. I need to get this started. The stream match is pinned in the stream match lobby channel as ever, Star.
Oh, let me not say this out loud. Let me not like Giga in real quick.
Huh?
A lot of the times whenever I'm typing things, I say what I'm typing out loud, and I had to like stop myself physically. But we are so here.
Yeah. Thank you for joining commentator nominee of the year, I think, or streamer I don't know. I can't remember what you were nominated for a few stackies.
Mm-hmm. Yippee.
And then Wiley swept them all as usual. Okay, they do want more. Cool.
Clear, obscure, expedition 33 type beat for real. Alright, warm up time. Yosito unfortunately end up misdropping their opener. TAWS is going to be mostly uncontested on this STPC spin.
Oh wow, that was quick.
The opener.
Opener gaming moment. We've not actually seen that much of that stream, mostly because people keep misdropping their openers.
Ah, I see. I was thinking, this late in the event, maybe the opener isn't that much new information, but I guess, in case you forgot, that is indeed lethal. Gonna have to put a little bit more respect on it. There it is. But it's gonna be Wells misdropping this time, so Yosito's gonna be completely unpunished on the stick spin.
Wow, that was some modern art on Wells's board.
Unfortunately, Wells did not have any Wells.
Rip.
No access. Okay, we haven't seen an opener misdrop yet. Huge. I shouldn't have said anything. But we will be seeing the C-spins activate at roughly the same time. Yosito not able to get their following TSD. So they will be at the surge deficit.
Oh no,
the
eyepiece.
If they're looking for eyepiece, it's not gonna work. Ah, realized a little bit too late.
Yeah, that's rough. Yosito not able to defend with the eye in the way.
Okay, this is a normal C-spin. We're not going to be taking our delayed C-spin openers. Ooh, Wells is going to get punished for this misdrop here. It's going to be quite the hard well to access. The trend of opener gaming might continue. Cycles the eyepiece, has the quad. Yosito tanking, hoping that they can cycle in time for their own offense, but extremely greedy and extremely punished. The lead is lost. Right now, both players actually going to follow the adaptation of just taking normal C-spins. Very nice down stack combo from Yosito, but it is all going to be defensive. They are now at the surge deficit. All's going to be sending defensively.
Wells didn't have any follow-ups, so doesn't really send much over to Yosito, who is trying to get the quad ready.
Luckily, the IP space misdrop does not end up clipping the spawn, so Yosito does live to another interaction. The quads cancel out.
And I think Yosito had surge there, but again, it doesn't really send anything to Wells.
Yeah. This is the thing about small surges. You pop them hoping that they at least cheese, because you're not really gonna get anything lethal out of that.
Yeah, and there is quite a lot of cheese on both players' boards, actually. Gonna have
got some secret rays on both sides, 3 high.
Yes, they're probably gonna have to both. They're both going to deal with that.
That's an 11, and most of that is cheese, but I think that's desync on Wells' side. Hopefully, that's not a DC. Okay, no, that was pure hesitation. Oh no.
They're still alive.
I'm gonna survive. They have the skim to cycle the first quad, but surviving from this point onwards is going to be extremely difficult.
Yeah, punished by the extra pressure from Yosito.
We've got a rally going on in the scoreline, tied up at 2-all now. Neither player is able to escape with any kind of momentum.
More than not from Wells. Okay.
Hopefully this is one of the fixable misdrops.
Yeah.
Nothing too insane here. Even able to cycle the quad. Yosito trying to hit the Z-spin, but does not have the wall. And with that, they're not going to get the 4-surge threshold for defense. Luckily, they do have immediate well access, and the eyepiece is close enough. That's going to be all it takes to take the round. Alright, you abandoned the early C-spins, going back to the delayed C-spins. Wells is doing some misdropping though, so Yosito is going to get the full stick spin off. That is going to be immediately a killing blow. And the rally ends with Yosito on match point momentum in their favor.
It's going to be a much faster match than the previous one.
They've been having a lot of opener rounds.
Yeah, oh, Wells with DT, Yosito with a triple-double of some sort. Star, do you know the name of that Yosito opener? Oh?
I didn't catch it.
No, okay. It was a triple-double opener of some sort, I don't know what.
If it was a TD, I have no idea.
Alright, fair enough. Wells with a fractal, kinda? Sort of misdropped fractal. Okay. Does get down. Yosito has an out, so it's okay.
Yosito gets bailed by the best Q known to man. Trying to find re-access, has both eyepieces, gonna delay the second quad, probably gonna use it for kill confirm when Wells is on this down stack.
I think Yosito could have dropped it quicker, to be honest. I think Wells would have died, but okay, does it now. And takes the win, doesn't need to break surge.
Here we have it.
5-2, pretty convincing win for Yosito, taking him into grand finals.
Yippee!
Look at the beautiful Catboy on the screen now. Okay, 5-2 for Yosito. Wells goes to losers finals, and we have Crispy Bacon, also known as Mr. Man, and versus Party Creep next. Both very familiar faces.
Anytime I see crispy spelled with a K, my brain goes to Krispy Kreme. It doesn't matter what's after it. It's so cooked for me.
Oh, they are very close in rank. About 50 TR between them.
Oh my goodness. Wait, 50 TR over here? Wait, that's extremely close.
Except, obviously, there's a big... well, 0.2 PPS speed gap. We've seen so far that Crispy Bacon's a very defensive player. So we'll probably see that play out again. Oops. That is my Duolingo telling me that to do Duolingo. Lol.
It's gonna have to wait.
Yeah, the Goat Star is on comms. So true.
That's me. I always find defensive playstyles over in this area of play very interesting. Because just having a good defensive foundation a lot of the times lets you punch quite high above your weight class.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's what we've seen so far. Although I think... Oh, yeah, well, Chris Bacon got knocked out winner's side because his defensive play wasn't quite good enough, but it was close.
They have made the 4-surge threshold and has the all-spin sequence to improve it immediately as well.
Yeah, Crispy does know all spins, so he is capable of sending pretty big pressure.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Oh, I didn't wait for Crispy Bacon to confirm ready. Hopefully he's ready. Yeah.
Okay, they read good luck, have fun. We're safe. It's okay, ads is just a mind reader. They just knew.
Oh, TKO versus DT Calendar, tale as old as time.
Yeah. Crispy going for the LST, but the Q isn't agreeing with their route, unfortunately, so this 11 spike's actually going to be a kill threat. And with no well access, that is going to be the first round going to Artie.
Another TKI. It's going to be TKI on both sides.
Artie is going to be playing their life here, not going to be going for the back-to-backs, sending the big sends when they can.
Also, yeah, Crispy Bacon had the opportunity to go for a T-spin build, decides not to, again focusing on defensive play, down stacking, waited for the attack from Articoop to see where the well's going to go there.
Artie has a lot of material on their board, and they are going to extend it with the TSD find.
And again, Chris Bacon had another easy opportunity for a T-spin overhang and chooses not to take it, just focusing on the downstack.
It has been at least twice from both of these players in just this round where they have made it to 3 back-to-back and not greeted for the 4-surge. So both of these players are definitely trying to play their own lives more than any kind of aggression. So finding that opening might just be a matter of right place, right time, rather than forcing it themselves.
Oh, Crispy, no! The miss drop, that's rough.
Alright, we are going to be seeing a successful SDP C-spin from Artie. C-spins being fired off. Crispy does have the cancels ready. Maximum downstack sending a little bit of cheese over to Artie, who is about to make their 4-surge threshold, so now there's an adequate defensive tool into play. Just gonna put some cheese onto Crispy's board. And these are very nice tanks from Artie.
Oh, and also he's able to use that clean to send a lethal attack across to Crispy. Just no response possible by the looks of it.
This is just a textbook good play with the speed advantage, allowing your opponent to use all their material and then catch them on the out cycle. Because the openings are going to be a lot larger when you are the person with the speed advantage.
Yeah. Well, it's also clever because Crispy, being a more defensive player, will generally use their opponent's attacks against them, but Artie instead waiting for the opening pressure from Crispy because he is able to do opener, and then sending it back really quickly so that Crispy Baker can't deal with it in time. Pretty clever. Although Crispy does win that round.
Crispy's on the board. Momentum has been shut down. Doing some all spins at the bottom of the board. Artie's gonna have to try and find something but it's a little bit too late. Crispy has already found the Surge threshold, and if they can find some support, this looks like it's kill potential. Artie does get the quad with some small multiplier there. Crispy has the double quad. Artie
15
has the
spike.
bounce back. Gonna find it. Unfortunately, they do have to decline creating Surge for it. But it's all worth it for the sake of the round.
Spirit Decay. And has another teaspoon ready to go using the garbage.
Artie is going to accept the column 9 while actually going to be trying to build back-to-back off here. This is going to be a very interesting situation, and unfortunately not able to cycle in time.
Punished.
I mean, that is probably the most I'm going to switch back to defensive moment of all time. So if Artie actually tries to keep aggression after that, then I would actually be very impressed. Crispy is doing some all-spins at the bottom. Trying to find a way to use this S-piece. Finds the correct solve. Able to find the threshold. They can do whatever they want now, but Artie is starting to build up a lot of material. Crispy's ready to cancel.
Yeah, has surge advantage.
Very nice TSS donation there. And they do have support for the surge. It's a kill threat for Artie. They have the immediate defense. But that follow-up's coming through.
Alright. Crispy just needs to win 2 in a row. Stay in this tournament.
Yep, tournament life on the line.
Ooh, why should I keep going for
Artie?
PC? Crispy had the same idea, but didn't get it. And yet the garbage ends up on Artie's side.
Ends up disappearing. Which means that's not a surge threshold. And without that, it's not a kill threat for Crispy, who kind of just gets to play however they want from this point forward. They're gonna be taking as many cancels as possible. Artie, once again, very nice upstack they have going on here. Crispy with a very aggressive tank. And the second one is actually going to be quite beneficial. Unfortunately, not able to find the multiplier. Artie being pushed within his
Oh no,
row of
Artie not
dying,
getting the spin.
Ah.
Oh. Another TAWS breaker. 4th one on this stream.
Hasn't like every single losers round been the TAWS breaker? It's quite the
No.
trend we have going.
The previous one was 5-3, but yeah, all but one on stream.
They've all been really close then.
Yeah.
Oh, Crispy gets there well in the perfect spot. They are going to be completely unpunished for these greedy donations. And Artie with not the best board state right now. Does have to be very careful. Trying to prioritize the go down, but he just does not agree.
Crispy had more attack ready to go, so yeah, pretty convincing final round win from Crispy. Well done, Crispy.
That was a very cool comeback from Crispy there.
Like I say, I am not biased at all. Crispy Bacon absolutely smashed me in the PPT LAN the other day, so yeah, he was doing all spins in PPT. It was
Listen, Spin Raw is real.
Yeah.
Tetrio changes people.
It does, it really does.
Listen, as somebody who's been playing so much Warlock, I'm gonna say I'm personally guilty of getting changed by Tetrio.
I think I've seen it in your streams before with like TEC, you end up in the all spin brain rot in TEC and you're like, no, this is not the right game for this.
I'm literally like, I play so much Warlock, I should not be failing these eye spins. And then everybody's like, you do know that Tetrio eye spins are symmetrical, right? And I'm like, in guideline, is it? They're like, nah.
Oh yeah.
This was just new information to me. I thought it was very similar, but no, that's a major difference that I was not aware of.
Yeah. So we are going to have Wells the Mells versus Crispy Bacon now. Both very similar in rank again. There is a 35 TR difference. But again, the place... actually, Wells is the slower player this time. 0.4 PPS slower. I don't remember Wells being a massively defensive player, so it'd be interesting to see how this plays out.
Wait, is Wells slower? Can I read?
Sorry?
Let me increase the quality. Hold on.
Yeah, we need Wells to come back.
Wells is not the slower player.
Oh, am I misreading?
I believe so. You might have been looking at the APM.
Oh, right. I misread the 5 as a 0. Sorry. Wells is 1.15 pp. 1.14 pps. No, 0.14 pps faster. Yes. I was misreading.
There we go.
It. Not loads faster, though.
Kind of blew that 4-1 lead, not a problem, though. That's the way it is. Sometimes it just happens. But you played well. Valiant effort. I do have to wonder. There's been this trend with a lot of like the food related usernames I see where they don't actually like the food. So does Crispy Bacon actually like Crispy Bacon? Or is it about the vibes? Bacon is great, alright. You have confirmation, love to hear it. Defying the odds here. Who doesn't? I love crispy bacon. I might have to be a contrarian here. I'm sorry to say it.
Oh, cool. We just had a few more people buy their Stride attendance tickets. That might be the promotion from Shen in Enhanced pulling through. I'm not sure. Thank you to Shen. Because we have our TC. So I'm going to plug that now here while we're waiting for our other player to turn up. So we've got Stride in under 3 weeks now. I'm kind of getting nervous, stroke excited. It's fine. We'll have everything. We'll have everything sorted. I've submitted the Tetria promotion application. I will submit a Tetra Esports promotion application. There will be Tetra Esports badges for the top 3 and participants.
You've got land badges for Tetra now?
Yeah, Tetra Esports has badges. Yeah. So we'll have that, and we'll have the Tetra badges, of course, as usual. So yeah, come along to Stride. Obviously, I know it's difficult for lots of people to get to, so if you can't get to it, make sure you come and watch. It'll be on twitch.tv/PuzzleKingdomGB at the times that you can see on the stream, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Universal Coordinated Time. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We've got, as you can see, Puyo followed by Tetris Effect Connected. Day 2, Tetra Esports followed by Tetrio, and day 3, Tetris Zenith Tower followed by Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 Mixed, which looks like it's gonna be mostly Tetris players, as is often the case with Mixed. But I mean, Shoal's coming; he might play Puyo. Smash all the Tetris players with Puyo. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, it will be. It's exciting. It's in a new venue. In Coventry, so it's less expensive than London. Especially good if you're coming internationally. Yeah, it'd be good to see as many people there as can make it. But yeah, I'm very excited. Obviously, for me, it also means time off work to go and run the tournament. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, not long to go. Oh.
I'm also loving the amount of Zenith events being ran recently. It's not all about standard 1v1.
Yeah, we were the first to do this, I think. Trace to the Top came afterwards. And our format is just a straightforward 1 hour. You have an hour to get the highest height possible with no mods. Unnamed won that by quite a large margin last time. But yeah, it was good watching it, and we had like a sort of live leaderboard on the stream. So yeah, we'll have to see who wins it this time. But yeah, that is another opportunity. So it's just the winner gets a badge for that, not top 3. But yeah, it's another opportunity to get a Tetrio badge, the Zenith bracket. It also gets a split of the prize pool, same as all the other brackets. So it's also a chance to get some monies. Helps offset the cost of coming to the LAN a little bit. Wells did turn up and then disconnected again.
Oh no. There they are. We are so back.
Okay, they're back. Let's check. They want warm up. Okay, they do want warm up. Cool. I think Mr. Man is hopefully going to be coming to the Stride, so you will get to meet Crispy Bacon in person if you come along.
Yippee.
Anyway, TKI from Crispy Bacon
Versus an MS2 from Wells. Oh, that looks like desync. Oh no. This might be a consistent.
I haven't seen this problem from Wells so far.
Oh, you've seen them in their last set have desync as well. But I think what happened is it was like messing with their inputs too, so it's like they're sending a huge spike, they kind of just get cooked, yeah.
Oh no. Okay, we'll do another warm up when they get back then.
Gonna be seeing the rare warm-up run back.
Yeah. Ah, yes, Soup's just confirmed to me. Yeah, we have 18 players on day 2 for Stride now, so that's the Tetra Esports and Tetrio 1v1 day. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty full room, which should be good.
Nice experience, love to hear it.
I'm going to run some adverts while we wait. It gets the pre-roll off ready for grand finals. But yeah, do hang around while I run these. It helps us pay for our Tetrio supporter payouts. So yeah, hang around. Alright, we are going to be disqualifying Wells on their request.
Unfortunate.
Because of the connection issues. So, Crispy Bacon goes through to Grand Finals. Looks like Crispy Bacon is not going to be joining us on commentary because they got all the way through to the end of the tournament.
Congratulations. Suffering from success, I guess.
Yeah. I need to set up the Grand Finals stuff.
I'm scared. Take this back. No way, pink background. Wahoo. It's Grand's time! Yippee!
Woohoo!
Alright, there's the warm-up. Now, Crispy getting fast-tracked into Grands is actually not going to have any kind of warm-up here, so this is like all they're getting. Usually one of the closest thing to an advantage you have coming from losers is that you're coming in off of a hot streak, you have momentum. Yosito, unfortunately not able to get the cycle one piece away from the quad, but that is the warm-up. Come out and we are into the real sub. Reminder, as this is Grands, we are in a 1st to 7 environment now, and oh my goodness, that is almost 3 PPS coming out from Yosito's opener. The stick spin is going crazy. Crispy does have the cancels, gets both T pieces in tandem, love to see it. Unfortunately, now they are extremely eyepiece dependent in this 9-0. Both of them get thrown on the left side. And Yosito does take that round off of the follow-up. Crispy's not going to get greedy and go for back-to-back. But that leaves Yosito all the room in the world to start this upstack. Free pressure to make sure that their surge at least persists. Gets the cheese on the board. But Crispy's gonna swing back with a 10 of cheese of their own. Crispy's pressure versus Yosito's downstack, who will prevail? Yosito's making some pretty good downstacking decisions. But these misdrops are not helping their case. Finally find some efficiency in there. Crispy cancels with the surge they had just obtained. But that O-piece misdrop, that disadvantage might just be lethal. Yosito does get that 4 surge threshold, they hit the quad. Crispy has to cycle and they have to do it quickly. Not able to do so in time. I believe they did have the quad next, but decided that they weren't going to take that skip. Unfortunately, giving up a little too soon. Yosito is just going to start keeping that speed up. Transitioning out of opener with blazing 2.3 PPS. Able to maintain a pretty significant surge advantage as well. Crispy has a good enough board seat to where they can eat it. But that eyepiece over the next well is 100% going to be nailed in the coffin. Yosito is on a roll with this momentum. That's TKI versus C-Spin. Both players trying to maintain the back-to-back. Crispy has the kind of board seat to where they're allowed to go for a lot of things, but they have to at least get the well access. Temporarily covering it to make sure they were able to find the canceling in time. Getting low enough to the board to escape immediate danger. But they haven't quite made it to the clear yet.
4-0. Can Crispy get a foot in the door here?
A little bit of mech shape, but not able to make it to the surge threshold. So anything that could have been an advantage from going for it is actually going to be non-existent. Yosito has the upstack and the surge, looking for a good time to send it all off. But Crispy's at a really good board seat right now. I think even if Yosito were to break this surge with any decent support, it's still not going to be lethal. And Crispy's going to swing this advantage into their favor. And this might be the round they're looking for. They are going to greed for the back-to-back upstack. Gonna elect to use the surge to cancel the incoming cheese. Playing for their longevity here. Oh my. Okay, Crispy is gonna make the correct decision on the downstack, and that is going to preserve their life. And Yosito, having some man-made material covering their downstack options, is finally gonna drop the momentum, and Crispy is on the board. Crispy's looking extremely dependent here, having to cancel the C-spin. They're not able to find the cycle in time, and another opener victory goes to Yosito. Crispy has already escaped sweep pace, but Brazil pace is arguably worse. Terrifying situation. Very nice count to 4 from Yosito. Trying to find a way to keep the back-to-back, but they're unable to reach the threshold. Crispy finds it and has a nice count to 4 of their own. They will be breaking here, putting a little bit of cheese on Yosito's board, but unfortunately it does not come in as such. So Crispy does have a lot of sustain to deal with as Yosito finds his access. They have the TSD quad. Crispy is running out of options. They have the TSS. They have the
Oh,
re-access.
not dead yet. Oh well, what even wins? That survival was enough to take the game. That's crazy.
This is what happens when you don't give up early. It's a lesson.
Yeah, I think, yeah, Yosito was probably expecting to just be able to finish off Crispy quite quickly and ended up quite high on his board, not really worrying about it, and then Crispy, by surviving, caught him out.
Because that was a very intense gamble that Crispy was taking right there, because their entire board state was cooked if that spike did not kill.
Yeah,
But that's exactly what they needed.
Risky on both sides.
Oh, Yosito has so much sustain.
No.
And Crispy has no cancels on their board. This is tournament point for Yosito. Standard C-spin comes out. Crispy does have the surge advantage, finds a pretty cool looking Imperial Cross. Ooh, unfortunately they messed up the execution. So not able to send as much as they'd want to. Looking for the well access, finds the first quad, but they're still staring down at the surge disadvantage of Doom and Despair. Gets the maximum cancel, but they're still not in the clear yet. Has a lot of cheese on their board. And with the previous lot of rounds where they have failed to outcycle, this might be the most terrifying situation with their tournament life on the line. They are able to find the downstack though. Yosito does misdrop the O piece, and that's going to make it so they're not able to find the immediate lethal. Crispy misdrops an O piece as well, the arch nemesis of both players. But Yosito will be the one taking it.
Well done, Yosito. 7-2. Very convincing win. We are going to spin Le Ruffle. Oh, I need to add another entry for Yosito for winning.
Wheel time.
Wheel. We're pretty up to date on the raffle payouts, actually, thanks to Banana Man paying. So thank you, Banana Man. Hey, Tio is the winner of this time's raffle. Congratulations, Tio. Get the... I'm gonna finish out the top 8 bracket. Yosito winning 7-2. Yeah, pretty convincing. Beat Crispy Bacon 5-3 in winners semi-finals, so beating him even more in grand finals. And of course beat Wells the Mel's 5-2 in winners finals, so even had Wells beat Crispy Bacon and got through to grand finals, there's no guarantee Wells would have won. So yeah, pretty convincing win from Yosito, mid SS rank. We didn't have any high SS ranks in this tournament. So yeah, well done, Yosito. We will be raiding Queen Hope, who is playing TEC, your favorite game star. And we will be on again later with TAWS. I think it's TAWS America. Yes, TAWS America 112. And that is in 4.5 hours, 5.5 hours. So if you're watching, do come back for that. But yeah, we'll be raiding Queen Hope. Do hang around for the raid to claim your T-Bucks. Oh, I will do one more shill for Stride. Do come to Stride or watch Stride if you can't come to Stride. It will be amazing. It's my highlight of the year. It is great fun. So yeah, and it's the third time running this new venue, but we know what we're doing. So yeah, it'll be good. But yeah, without further ado, we will raid Queen. Oh, it has got a warning that's intended for mature audiences. So if you are under 18, I don't think it's too bad seeing the first screen. So join the raid to claim your C-Bucks and then hop off, I would suggest. But yeah, she is a
Bye-bye.
good TSG streamer. Yep. Goodbye.